Good morning, Tottenham fans. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather at the moment. Maybe all the stress from Spurs lately. Very stressed after the Arsenal game. Didn't really get to speak about it. So I'll speak about it a little bit today. But my main subject I want to talk about is why is Daniel Levy not backing this manager? If you come out and say that his job is not under threat, then why are you not giving him the players to help him when he's going through an injury crisis? You're making it even harder for him. And then you're going to end up sacking him and blaming the manager when you're not backing him. It's getting very, very frustrating now. And guarantee it's getting very frustrating for all you Tottenham fans out there. So I just want to talk a little bit about the Spurs game against Arsenal, the North London derby. It was terrible. It was awful. If you need to motivate your players for a North London derby, then they shouldn't be here. Where was Kulu? Sonny got a goal, but where was he other than that? Where was the leaders? Where was Maddison? You know, where were these leaders that we needed? The best players on the pitch for Spurs were the 18-year-olds. Can you believe that? The 18-year-olds were outshining the captains that are supposed to be bringing them along. You know, Archie Gray was our best defender on the day, with Spence, by the way. Him and Spence had a really good game. And Bergvall. Obviously, Bergvall wasn't taken off. Papasar and Basuma were. So obviously, Bergvall was doing a lot more than both of them put together. It's quite embarrassing. It must be embarrassing for the experienced players to be pulled off rather than an 18-year-old because you're not pulling your weight. You know, where was Biss? What was he doing? You know, so for me, it's unacceptable that you can't get up for a derby game against your North London rivals, especially when we're basically in a relegation battle soon. You know, we're right near the bottom. We need points. This is a game where you need to be up for it. We need to start winning games. We've lost 11 games. We've lost more than Ipswich now. And you're not putting in a performance. Yes, Ange is the guy to make them motivated. Yes, he's the guy that's, you know, he's got to set them up right and motivate them to play. But if you need motivating for a North London derby, you shouldn't be here. Honestly, you shouldn't. You need to not be playing professional football if you can't get up for those games. Big up to Archie Gray. Even rival fans were saying that Archie Gray was a brilliant player. He's going to be some player when he's older. He's going to be on the plane at USA next year for the World Cup because he's that good. So other fans are acknowledging how good he is. One thing I will say is I can't wait to see him in the 6 and Bergvall in the 8. Them two, get rid of bloody Basuma and Bentancur and put them in there now and get ourselves some defenders, because buy some defenders. Archie Gray doesn't have to play at centre-back. He will be a brilliant holding midfielder, I'm telling you. He's so good on the ball. His decision-making is spot on. He's grown. He's got better and better every single week, and he really deserves to be in that number 6 role. So why is Levy not back in Ange? Is it because he doesn't feel he's going to be there very long and he's going to get to the end of the window and then sack him? Get to the end of the transfer window, then sack Ange Postecoglou, and then tell us all, oh, I didn't back him because I knew he wasn't going to be here. That's not good enough. Sign players for the club then. Sign players for now. Sign players that will fit into this system because there's no point in getting the next manager to be pragmatic and defensive, because then you've just built a team to play attacking football. So even if you don't want Ange here, still buy these players that will fit an attacking system. It's not rocket science. You can still do that. So I'm not understanding. Like, we could have had players in already to play against Arsenal. We could have had players in already. We could have had another striker. We could have had another defender in. So we could have pushed Archie Gray into the midfield. That probably would have made us a bit stronger anyway. But we didn't sign anybody apart from a goalkeeper, which is fair enough. And I like him. I think he's a decent goalkeeper. Still lots to learn. He's still young. He's got lots of confidence about him. But, you know, I felt he handled the corners pretty well. But one goalkeeper is not a transfer. We're halfway through January already. I think February the 3rd is when the transfer window closes, and we've signed one goalkeeper, which we needed to sign because we didn't have a goalkeeper really that could play. So, you know, what are we doing? Like, we've got Everton on Sunday. If we don't sign anybody by then, we're going to play another game. So it's another 3 points potentially dropped because we're not filling in gaps that Ange Postecoglou needs in defence. And you know, because buying somebody in defence opens up another midfield space for Archie Gray, so we can rotate better. But he's not getting any help. I don't understand it. It's like they're waiting for something. It's like they're waiting to sack him or something. Something's going on, because you need to back your manager if you want him to do well. And there's something going on here. There really is. Is he not backing him because they're struggling to get the right player? That apparently they went all out for Mawani, but he decided to go to Juventus. And would you blame him? Does he really want to come in and play for a 13th place Tottenham side at the moment? 14th probably now. And would he want to do that? It's going to be very hard to attract players at the moment. This season now is all out cups or bust for Ange Postecoglou. If Ange Postecoglou stays and Levy keeps him and he does back him and he signs some players, which he needs to do ASAP, then it's cups or bust for this guy. Because if we go out the cups and we find ourselves languishing in 15th place, fans are not going to be very happy at all with this season. I'm not going to be happy with it. You know, we've got the squad capable of doing good things, but yes, there's a lot of bad luck. Yes, there's lots of injuries. Injuries have to be accounted for in this. They do. You know, you can't rotate your team. You can't put out your best 11. You know, even playing out for the back is different without Romero there, because Romero is very good at progressing the ball. There's all these little factors that do affect your game, but losing more than Ipswich, come on. That's not good enough. Losing more than Ipswich. Oh, it's Levy needs to put his hand in his pocket now and sign 3 decent players and get our season up and running ASAP. Don't wait until the last minute in January. We've still got loads of games we could lose in that time, and he needs help. Postecoglou needs help. Please help him. If Levy does not back him and does not help him, and Ange ends up getting sacked because he's not getting any backing or anything like this, then Levy will never back anyone ever in this transfer in the transfer windows. You can all say get Ange out, get the next manager in. That's fine. Get the next manager in. Levy will treat him just the same, and in 1 year or 18 months' time, there might be a little uplift at first, then it will start petering off, and then all fans will want this next manager sacked. It's the same story every time. It's been happening for 17 years. It's never going to change because Levy doesn't want to back anybody. You know, he's not going to he's going to bring the next manager in. I guarantee you, if he doesn't back Postecoglou, he'll bring the next manager in at the end of January and say, sorry, I can't back you because the transfer window is not open. Sorry, not my fault. This will be Levy all over, I'm telling you. We need to really put pressure on Levy to back this manager. We really do. I don't understand why he's not. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know a lot of you want Ange out now, and I'm going to be bombarded in the comments, I promise you, with people saying, Ange out, why are you still backing him? I'm not backing him, I'm backing him Spurs. I'm backing, you know, I support my club, I support whoever's in charge. I don't want to call for the manager's head. I don't want to call for anything. I just want us to get better, and I want him to be backed, and I want players to come in, but it just doesn't seem to be happening, and it's getting very, very frustrating. Let me know what you think in the comments, and come on, you Spurs.